So you're ready to leave the military, and you're trying to figure out civilian resumes. That's always a hard job because it's a translation from a language you're used to use without thinking about it to civilian terms. But you can make it easier. Start by thinking of your achievements. Achievements form the core of the message in your resume. The message that says, call me, hire me. Achievements do that in several ways because they demonstrate to an employer what you can do for them, and because they demonstrate a pattern of responsibility and achievement on your end. How do you do that? First, learn some of the civilian language. Check out Military Crosswalk. Look at your TAP program. The Department of Labor and VA both have great resources. Learn that civilian language and translate it from whatever you've said for all these years into the civilian words that someone will understand. And then think really specifically about each achievement. What you want is a bullet point that talks about what you did in this format. The task, the situation, the project. In other words, the setting for what you did. Then the actions you took. And finally, the results you achieved. Now, often we think in the military, I didn't do anything that's really translatable to civilian terms. I was in the infantry, I was a pilot, whatever. The reality is you have achievements that translate well. Maybe you were someone who did a lot of training for your unit. Maybe you were the person who got stuck doing all sorts of reports and you had to gather data from all over. These turn into real achievements on your part when you put them into that formula. And remember, sometimes things that you were selected for become really important. If you were selected to provide the security for the ambassador, if you were selected to be promoted faster than normal, if you were selected to run a specific project, if you were selected to be the training monitor for your unit, put it in as selected to be, because that says you've already been recognized for your skills and your attitude and your knowledge by other people, and that means that an employer is going to see those same things. Let me give you an example of an accomplishment statement. These are typically 2 to 3 lines long at most in your bullet points. This one is obtain the needed equipment and supplies rapidly in a combat environment by daily evaluation of needs excuse me, and losses, improve logistics practices and process, and involve the entire unit. The results? We had improved operating conditions and morale. That didn't come from somebody in logistics. That didn't come from somebody whose primary job was to do those things. That came from someone who got, in his mind, stuck with keeping track of equipment, making sure that people had food and equipment that they needed to protect themselves in a difficult combat situation. You can create your own. Just remember the formula, the task or the situation, the actions that you took, and the results of your work. We have lots more on our blog, and there are many other videos specifically for military folks done by veterans on our ClearedJobs.Net channel on YouTube. Thanks.